Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary Ashcraft. If you are new here, you can follow me on Instagram at that same name. I have everything spelled and linked down below. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back to my channel as always. Today is, I know the date. I was just thinking about, I was just doing my calendar meeting. What day is it? January 28th, but you will be seeing this January 29th. This is Flosstube episode 17, I believe. I'm almost positive it's 17. So this is my channel where I talk about cross stitch and anything else I feel like. Speaking of one of those anything else's I feel like, I am wearing, I have to do a little shout out. It says UD, University of Dayton. This is the college that I went to, University of Dayton in Dayton, Ohio. I am a flyer. I loved it. I loved it so much. But if you remember, I am from California. I currently live in California. So I went from San Diego to very cold Ohio for 4 years and then back to California. But I really enjoyed my time there, and I just had to do a little shout out. This was actually my dad's sweatshirt that I bought him my first year there for Christmas, and when he died, I got it and I wear it all the time. And the reason I'm wearing it is because it's raining! Oh my gosh. Rain is my favorite type of weather. My favorite thing to do is to sit on the couch with the windows open so I can hear and see the rain, and I like read a book or I cross stitch or I do something that does not involve having the TV on or being on my phone, and it is the most relaxing thing ever. Does anybody else do that? Please tell me I'm not the only one. But it has been raining so hard for the last few days and I absolutely love it. So how is everybody? I of course have, okay, story time. I mentioned, did I mention it last week? I think I mentioned it last week. I'm part Irish, and so I have been wanting a Ray Dunn Ireland, like Irish mug for the longest time, and I found this at an antique store last week, and I freaked out. So this is one from last year, so it has the green, I don't want to, my coffee's going to spill, has the green on the inside, has a 4-leaf clover on the back, which I am somebody who will rant about the difference between a shamrock and a 4-leaf clover, but I digress. That is not the time and the place right now. So I am very excited, and I have my afternoon coffee in here, which I definitely need because last night was a struggle bus with the kids. Anyways, I wanted to take a minute to shout out a couple of channels that I recently started watching. One that I did not recently start watching, but I've been watching since they started a few months ago, speaking of Dayton, is Stitching in the Valley. The Valley, referring to the Miami Valley where Dayton is. I love watching their channel, and it makes me feel like I'm connected to Dayton still. I mean, I still am because all my friends and family are still there, but I love their channel. All of these names I will have linked down below so you can go check out their channels. First one, and these are in no particular order, is Evelyn from Evelyn Across the Pond. I will definitely, obviously, have hers spelled down below because she spells across the pond, not across the pond. It's different. She's only posted 2 floss tubes, but she is amazing. I talk to her all the time on Instagram Messenger, and she is just so funny. I love her projects, and we both have a deep love of Harry Potter and Gilmore Girls. So she is somebody that I really, really, really enjoy watching and talking to. So I highly recommend, if you like my channel, go check her out. The other one, again, I've been talking to her on Instagram, and she only has 2 videos up. That is Shelby from Stitches by Shelby. She is so precious, and I hope she doesn't take that the wrong way. She's so precious. I love her videos. I love her projects. If you love Harry Potter, just go watch her first video because she did the letters to Hogwarts, letters from Hogwarts, stitch along, and she completed it. She FFO'd it herself, which blew my mind because when she held it up, I did an audible gasp and thinking, holy cow, that is beautiful. And then she went and professionally did this, like got it framed and everything. And then she talks about how she did it herself. And I'm like, you did that yourself? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So, go watch Shelby's channel. I love her videos, I think. And she reminds me of like my friends in college, like the girls in my sorority. I love her. And I think she's so, so sweet and so great. Another one who, she's not new to Flosstube, but she's new to me, is Beth from Busy Bee Stitches. She's another one that also really likes Harry Potter. All of us Harry Potter nerds just come together, like really, you know, that's just, we always bond. Everybody who loves Harry Potter always bonds over Harry Potter, let's be real. I actually found her channel when I was searching for videos about FROGWARTS, the year 1 Black Needle Society box that, again, I signed up for year 2, and if you haven't signed up already and you want to do it, you have to do it by the 31st. Are there 31 months? 31 months? 31 days? Are there 31 days in January? Yes, there are. You have to sign up by January 31st if you want to do FROGWARTS year 2. And that is also linked down below. So Beth, her projects are so cool, and I just watched her whip parade, and I thought it was really cool the way that she broke down her projects by size, and she explains how she did it in case you want to do it too. But what she, you know, how she breaks it up by mini, small, and then, you know, all the way up to a BAP, which is a big, awesome project. Unless you ask Carla from Rolodex Stitches, which is a big project. You know what word I'm talking about. That starts with an A with 3 letters. But I really enjoy Beth's channel and her Instagram. So again, if you like my channel, go watch any of these 3 ladies. Their projects are so great. You will love them. Their personalities, everything. Okay, the last person I'm going to mention is freaking hilarious, and I don't even have the words to describe how awesome he is, and that is Darcy Cameron. On Instagram, he's Stitchman Darcy. YouTube, he's Darcy Cameron. He's Canadian, and he likes to rag on us Americans, and like what we call things. Like, he had a rant about Smarties that I was just dying over. He's obsessed with the Beatles, which I love. I love the Beatles. And he does all HAEDs, all Heaven and Earth designs, full coverage, and he's shown prior finishes. They are beautiful. They are so cool, and he gets so much done so quickly. I mean, I guess that's what happens if you're only working on a HAED and not like smaller projects, but the way he talks about them makes me feel like, oh, a HAED is so much more manageable than I thought they would be. Maybe I'll do a HAED. Which, speaking of, I did finally find a HAED pattern that I really like enough to want to do it. So maybe in a few years. I got enough for now. But seriously, if you want to spend like a half hour laughing your butt off, go watch Darcy. I think he started in December, so he has like 4 to 6 videos. They're fantastic. They're fantastic. And his son is adorable. So, I just had to mention him and all the other ladies. Go watch their channels. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Okay, let's get into my whips. First, I actually worked on quite a bit this week, like quite a bit of different projects this week. So I have my coffee sampler from Owl Forest. I actually went and printed this out because the way that they have their pattern, it reminds me of Frosted Pumpkins pattern. So they have like the pattern in color, the pattern in black and white, the directions or like all the verbiage stuff is very easy to understand. The only thing that's different that Frosted Pumpkins does is Frosted Pumpkins gives you the pattern of the entire thing on a single page. Even if it's really small, they still give it to you on an entire page. These guys do not, so you have to piece it together, and there are so many pages to this that I was like, I need to print it out. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is taping together the black and white pattern so that I can go through and, you know, determine where I am and where I'm going and things like that. So that is the coffee sampler. I think the last time I showed it, I had the door and then a little bit of, you know, a little bit of the actual coffee pot. So here is where I'm at. So, and this is the center coffee pot. I am using the Owl Forest flosses. They're hand-dyed variegated flosses that are absolutely beautiful. This is the needle minder from Owl Forest, and then this fabric is 32 count Lugana in Oat by Bestitch Me. And this is a very nice neutral. If you want a nice neutral, not a lot of like the modeling or anything, I would highly recommend this color. Let's see if it'll kind of, that's a pretty decent. It just is a nice beige, a very nice sampler color. Highly recommend it. She is having another fight night. If you are watching this Friday the 29th, she's having another fight night tonight on her Facebook group. That's where I get most of my fabrics. So a few things. Because this is variegated floss, I'm doing 1X at a time. I'm doing 2/2 on 32 count, which apparently most people do 1/2 on 32 count, and I did not know that. But I like the coverage of this. I like it looking full and fluffy, just like my body. So this is 2/2. I'm doing 1X at a time because it's variegated. Something to keep in mind if you are new to variegated flosses, keep in mind what direction you're stitching and how you want the variegation to go. So like here on the door, I did horizontal lines, so my variegation is going horizontally. Whereas here, I did my lines vertically, so my variegation is vertical. I think in hindsight, and I didn't think about this until after I had done the door, I would have done this vertical and the pot horizontal. But I mean, it is what it is. I still like the way that it looks. So I wanted to get a good amount done on this before I started working on other things and like set this down for a little while. I'm in no rush to finish this. I didn't do the calculation like Beth did, but if I did, this would probably be like a BAP or slightly smaller than a BAP because it's gonna be gigantic. I can't even get the entire thing on the screen. It's gonna be gigantic. So I'm in no hurry to finish this. I am doing this as a stitch along. Ooh, I'm getting things magnetized. I'm doing this as a stitch along with Mandy Mead Stitches and Dawn from Create From the Heart on Instagram. The hashtag we are using is hashtag caffeinated SAL. SAL stands for stitch along. And the reason we chose caffeinated SAL is that it can encompass anything caffeinated. Coffee, tea, soda, anything you want. So like I have this, the coffee sampler. I also have the tea sampler that I will use that same hashtag. And anything else that I do that has coffee related, I'm going to use that hashtag. So here's that. And I am also, this bag is from the Target dollar section. It wasn't $1, it was $3. But I really like it. It's a really nice size, and it fits 8.5 by 11 paper. So that's nice. And I am keeping all of the floss in a Bags Plus Floss Buddy. This one is Ravenclaw. Oh, this is my thing from when I won the fabric from Fight Night. It's a Ravenclaw Floss Buddy. I need to get more Floss Buddies because I want to use them for like all of my projects. So these are the bobbins that come with the flosses. They come looking like this. And so then you just wind them up. So I took a few minutes one night and I wound them. And they're so beautiful. And okay, so I learned this trick from Teresa Little Stitcher, is when you have like if you're done using a color but you still have some floss left over, wrapping it the opposite direction. I used to wrap it just the same direction, but she was like, if you wrap it the opposite, then you know you have extra floss that you can use first that's already been cut and everything like that. And I was like, oh, genius. So, so if you're not doing that and you use bobbins, recommend it. But I also really recommend these Floss Buddies, and I have a bigger one, which you'll see in a second. So that is my coffee sampler. After that, I worked on my Patriotic ABC for 1 night, 2 nights, I think. So this is in the Summer 2020 Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. This is Patriotic ABC by Barbara Anna. I am doing everything as called for, except I am not doing the alphabet. I'm taking out the alphabet and I'm just, doing the stripes all the way up. And then I'm in the blue part, I'm replacing the letters with more of these like 4-point stars. So everything is going to be the same. The fabric I'm using is a 6 count. 6 count? Does that even exist? 16 count Ada in, I can hear Dawn yelling at the screen right now, telling me what it's called. Natural something. I got it from 1-2-3 Stitch. I'm sorry, Dawn. So this is where I'm at. I think the last time I had not done any of the red because I didn't have that color. So I finally was able to get it. And I did all of the red. I did have a little boo-boo that I did not want to go frog. Are these strawberries? I don't know what these are. This is supposed to be 1 over, so it's actually supposed to start on that last white row. And I made a boo-boo. Didn't want to go fix it, so I left it. So this is another one where I'm like, I'm not in a huge hurry to finish it. I did it as my inauguration day Sal with Carla Rolodex Stitcher. So as long as I have it finished by the 4th of July, I'm fine. So that's where I am on this one. Dawn from, again, Create from the Heart on Instagram. She's already finished hers. She did it on the same fabric. Hers is beautiful. And so if you want to see a finished one, go look at hers. So then, last night, I finally decided to start part 3 of the Frosted Pumpkins Wreath Stitch Along. I have that as a PDF, so I have no way to show you what it looks like. But the first part was the house in the center, the second part was the big red bow, and now we have started on the actual wreath, and this is how far I've gotten. Okay, this came out last Friday, and there was somebody who had finished it that day. I was like, dang, that was quick. And then, like, that entire weekend, people were posting of how, you know, them already finished it. I'm sitting there like, how are these people finishing it so quickly? Well, even though there's a bunch of color changes, and I was talking about this with Courtney on Instagram, Stitches Please. Man, I'm just doing such a great job remembering all the names today. She said, you know, even though like the green, there's 3 greens in here. It went by super quickly. I got all this done in 2 hours, I think, and I was like half asleep for part of it, watching Grey's Anatomy, like, so this part is ending up being a quick stitch. So there's an ornament here, there's a candy cane, a star, and then another ornament, I believe. I think that's what it is. So this is what it looks like. I'm using all of the called for everything. So all the called for floss. I bought the kit from Frosted Pumpkins. So this is Picture This Plus Heartland 14 count Aida. I also have, this is the needle minder for this stitch along. Their needle minders are my favorite. I absolutely love them. And yeah, so I'll probably work on this at night, and then I have something else that I've been working on or started working on as my lunch project. So this will be my night project until I finish it. And I think it goes, oh yeah, because so it stops up here. So it just has, you know, this section. So this will be my night project. Hopefully a couple more nights of this and I should have part 3 done. Because this is stitching up quickly. I'm surprised. I did have to frog one part because I totally miscounted, and I was like looking at it, I was like, could I leave it and fudge it? And then I kept looking at it and I was like, no, I can't. Nah. So I frogged it. Oh, so this is the larger. So this is another Bags Plus Floss Buddy. This is the Lila. So the one that I'm using with the coffee sampler is called the Bendy Flip, and it holds 12 bobbins. This is a Lila. It ties, again, Ravenclaw, because I'm a Ravenclaw. And this one holds more. 28. I did that quick. This holds 28 bobbins. If you remember from a few videos ago, my husband bobbinated these, but he's slacking and he has a couple more to do. This one also has a place where you can stick a pen, and then it has a zipper pocket where I have my scissors, and then the duplicate flosses that came in the kit. What was I just thinking of? There was something else I was going to say in regards to this. Now I can't remember. Anyways, oh, there is another one. That's what I was going to say. For Bags Plus, there is another one where instead of a zipper pocket, it just has another set of bobbins. And so then I think it makes it hold 42. It's either 36 or 42. So, I really like these. I think the best part is, you know what? I got kids. These aren't going to fall out. Not going to fall out. Not going to lose them. I really like them. So she has an Etsy shop, but then every once in a while, Michelle from Michelle Bendy Stitch will sell them through a live sale, which is where I got mine. So so she's a U.S. distributor, whereas Bags Plus is based in the UK. So if you are in the U.S. and you want to pay for that shipping, you know, go for it, order it. Otherwise, you could probably contact Michelle and see if she has any extras. So, but I need to get more of these because I love these a lot and want them for all of my projects. So then, my last whip, I finally picked up my dreaded January truck. I say that and I'm going to turn off so many people from doing these. It's just because I don't like stitching on black, guys. It was a bad choice. Here's what it looks like. So, this is the January Truckin' Along by Stitching with the Housewives. I think the last you saw, I had Janu and a snowman. And so now I have January, and I've started on another snowman. I started doing this, actually, I did all of this today. I think stitching during the day is obviously much better to stitch on black than at night. So I think I'm just going to have to do that. And if I finish it in February, then I finish it in February. Not a big deal. But I had a very interesting court call this morning. So I got a lot done. So I did the ARY and then I started on this snowman. So obviously I still have a ton left to do. So I have this whole bottom section and then all the snowflakes, but it is what it is, you know? So that is all my whips. I do not have any haul. I am sticking firm with my spending freeze that I said I was going to do impromptu last week. So I have been tempted. I have been tempted to buy patterns, needle minders, floss buddies, project bags. I have been tempted. But I have said no. Just say no, as I learned in elementary school. But I did literally like 10 minutes before I sat down to film this, received the most amazing happy mail. My first happy mail, actually, but I'm flabbergasted. So, I'm doing my Christmas list by Silver Creek Samplers, and I'm doing it as a stitch along with Dawn from Create From the Heart on Instagram. I talk about Dawn a lot. She and I have become fast friends. We found out that we used to go to the same scrapbooking store in my hometown. So there's like all these little things that we have in common. And so she and I have just become fast friends. Well, a few weeks ago, she sent me a picture on Instagram Messenger saying, I made this for you. I want to send it to you. And it was a project bag, and it was specifically for my Christmas list. So, that package arrived today, and this is it. So we have cars, because if you remember, my Christmas list has a car on it that's carrying I don't know why I'm doing it on my head, carrying a Christmas tree. So this is similar. I love this. And then on this side, she has the red stars, and she included, how so sweet of her, Classic Colorworks Hollyberry. Nice red color. I like this a lot. Actually, this would be, I'll have to look at it with the red that I have picked out from Forbidden Fiber. This might be a good complement for it instead of using Weeks Dye Works. So, she sent me this. She also sent me the cutest card, which I don't think she knew this about me. I'm obsessed with donuts because my dad and I used to go get donuts every Saturday morning, and there's this one place where he grew up going to by the beach in Cardiff, down in San Diego, and so we used to get donuts, and we'd take them to my grandma's house, and I would spend Saturday mornings with my dad and my grandma. And so donuts have a very special place in my heart and my stomach, and so she sent me this adorable card, and wrote me the sweetest note, just the sweetest. So what she also sent me, which I saw this and I was like speechless, is she made me another project bag. She included in it these cute little scissors. How cute are these? Cute little scissors. But look at this. Beautiful, beautiful flower. The vinyl front with the flowers. But look at this. This is, I'm gonna hold it here. It's a bunch of sayings, bunch of positive sayings. So like, what she tackles, she conquers. Don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle. She believed she could, so she did. Live creatively, dream big. Life is tough. It probably says something more. She designed this. She has a hand lettering account on Instagram, which I will also link down below, and you can go follow her. I think she may also have an Etsy shop. I'm not quite sure about that one, but she designed this fabric based on her lettering, and she made me a project bag with it. And I, like, when I pulled it out of the package, I was like, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. And then I read the note where she explained it, and I was like in tears, just blew my mind. So Dawn, I know you're watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This year, and when I say this year, I mean 2020, even though it's not 2021. It's 2021 now, but 2020 just wrecked me. I was a mess. Emotionally, physically, you know, after having a baby and then not being confident in my body, mental health, working at home, feeling like I'm a prisoner in my own home. 2020 was not kind to me. And this just, I mean, and when I say this, just like the kindness, this is why I started my Flosstube. I wanted to make stitchy friends because I felt like I'm in a place where I don't know anybody. No, my family does not live here. We haven't really made friends here. So all I have is my husband and my kids and the people I work with, and now I don't even get to see them. And so I wanted to make stitchy friends, and through this channel and Instagram, I've connected with so many of you, and specifically like Dawn and Courtney is another one on Instagram, Sean and Evelyn and Rocio and Michelle and all these people that I've become friends with, and it warms my heart that it's not one-sided, you know, where you always feel like I like this person and want to be their friend, but do they really want to be my friend too? But again, that's like anxiety speaking. So just to know that, you know, I have stitchy friends that care about me as much as I care about them. And I'm going to be walking on cloud nine. Again, I have no words. I have no words, of how much this means to me and our friendship and all of the friendships that I've made through this channel. So, yeah, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I watched one of my best friends from law school. He got sworn into the bar last Friday, and on Zoom, so we were able to actually watch it. And the entire time, I'm like sitting there crying, and I just kept like, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Just like, my husband's like, you're gonna cry. Like, this is your best friend getting sworn into the bar. Like, you're gonna cry. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm gonna cry. So, anyways, that is it. That's all I have. What can top that? Nothing. Nothing can top that. Nothing can top the kindest thing ever. So, as I choke on my own, like, saliva. Okay, coffee coming to the rescue. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope that you are stitching on something fun. Again, if you want to be stitchy friends, all you gotta do is send me a message or comment down below. I respond to every single comment, or I try to respond to almost every single comment, and I respond to every single DM on Instagram. I don't care who you are. I respond to everybody. So I hope you have a great weekend. Is anything coming up? It's almost February. Where did this month go? I don't even know. So I hope you have a great weekend. What is that? The fourth time I've said it now. Go get yourself some coffee or a nice glass of wine. Enjoy the time. Just enjoy the rain if you have rain. You probably don't. We're probably the only ones with rain right now. So yeah, yeah, that's all. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.